Greetings, everyone. Hope all of you are having an absolutely fantastic day. Recently, I did an overview of Shifter and its other archetypes. A couple of you reached out saying that you would like me to do a video on the new party member that we receive in the game because its class, Griffonheart Shifter, is actually unique and not available to the player. And I said I would once I got access to this character, so here we are. If you have not been able to see that overview of Shifter, there'll be a link down below to that video. And in case I reference mechanics in this video that you're unfamiliar with, there's also a link to my 25 base class mechanics video as well. So like the other archetypes for Shifter, Griffonheart Shifter maintains the vast majority of what Shifter provides, like the Shifter Claws and Shifter's Fury, but you do lose the minor and major forms that are provided by a base Shifter. Instead, you get the Griffin aspect, and by level 20, this aspect is going to give you a +8 inherent bonus to strength, a +6 inherent bonus on all will saving throws. You're going to become resistant to moving impaired effects. You are going to become immune to ground-based effects, and you're going to emit an aura that makes your allies immune to fear. So making your allies immune to fear is extremely useful, but there are a bunch of other ways to do that, so I wouldn't say that's a particularly big deal. And I wouldn't say the resistance to movement impairing effects is a big deal either. The +6 bonus on will saving throws is pretty nice because Shifter gets low will saves, so that's going to help shore up your defense in that area. And then obviously that +8 bonus to strength is just absolutely fantastic and something you'll be able to make great use of. Now, in addition to this, just like Shifter at level 4, you're going to get access to a major form, and that major form is Griffin shape. As a standard action for 1 minute, you can literally turn into a griffin, and this is going to give you 2 claw attacks, a bite attack, and give you immunity to ground-based effects. While in this form, you also have access to the grabber ability, which I've talked about before, and is for the most part useless because it interrupts your full attack. So if you have 6 attacks with haste, and then all of a sudden grabber is triggered on your second attack, it's going to interrupt your full attack. You can see more information about that in my Shifter video, but it's only useful against really tough enemies that you want to try to lock down. For the most part, you wouldn't want to enable this. But the cool thing about this particular class is that you're going to gain a combat feat, 3 of them in fact, and you use your Shifter level as the effective fighter level for the purpose of meeting feat prerequisites. And as you can see, you'll get 3 here, and he automatically comes with weapon specialization, which is going to give you a +2 bonus on all damage rolls you make with a weapon. Now, what makes weapon specialization really awesome is that it unlocks access to weapon specialization mythic, which allows you to gain a bonus equal to half your mythic rank on damage rolls. That is very powerful, and the vast majority of classes do not have access to this combination. So that really puts Olbrig over the top and really helps him out. Now, on top of that, because he has access to those fighter feats, he's also going to have access to greater weapon focus. So essentially, you can get weapon specialization, greater weapon focus, and then greater weapon specialization if you so choose, which is going to give you a very nice bonus on damage. But then also there's the mythic form of weapon focus, so you're going to get a nice bonus to attack as well. So just all together, very nice, and it makes him even more effective. Going back to the Griffin shape, at 9th level, you're going to get improved natural attack, which is going to improve the damage that you can do with your bite attack. and you're going to gain the rake ability, which is going to give you additional claw attacks when you're grappling an enemy. Again, I don't recommend you use the grabber ability, so I would say this doesn't help you that much. What is very useful is that at level 9 you get the pounce ability, which allows you to do a full attack when you charge. Now, usually I'm not nearly as high on pounce as I know other people are. It is a fantastic ability, and it's great when you can charge and you have pounce. That's a fantastic way to open a battle. The problem is there are a bunch of situations in the game where pounce, or rather charge, is not available, and therefore it limits the amount of times you're actually able to make use of this ability. So it is really cool, it is really nice to have, definitely is going to make you effective, but I don't consider it the end all be all the way some people seem to. But on Olbrig, it's actually a really big deal, because as a Griffin, he gets a special charge ability called Death from Above, which allows him to charge an enemy even if he doesn't have a direct clear path to get to that enemy. So usually you have to charge in a straight line, and you have to have nothing in between you and that enemy, and the enemy has to be a certain distance away. Well, he can just basically remove the majority of that and fly up into the air and then crash down on the enemy and do a full attack once you reach level 9. That is bananas and makes him really effective. So between pounce, between all those combat feats, Olbrig is a great character to have on your team. Overall, I rank this class an A+. I think offensively, it's absolutely fantastic, and in some ways even better than what you get as a shifter, again with that special charge ability, but it is kind of squishy. It doesn't get the bonuses to AC and dexterity that you can get as a base shifter. So depending on your party setup, you might find it difficult to reach the AC levels that you really want to have when you are a tank or an off tank. Regardless, outside of that, the offensive capabilities of this class just cannot be denied. Olbrig is great to have in a fight. I'm not deep into the game yet, so I can't really rank his personality. You know, of course, I have the party member ranking, so when I have a better idea of what it's like going through the game with him, I'll definitely revisit that part as well. But for now, we'll just stick with the class, and I think Owlcat did an absolutely fantastic job with his class. All right, hope all of you enjoyed this video. Take care.